Okay, so let's take a look at some practice problems to connect these IMF forces to like some like actual things you'll see in the class. So you might get some questions like, let's say we have like an H2O molecule and a pH3 molecule, and I want to figure out what IMF forces are present in these two molecules. So the first step is going to be to actually like draw what these molecules look like. So if you were to draw these two molecules, I'd get something like that for H2O, and I would get something like this for pH3. So looking at them both, I see that they both have lone pairs in there. So this tells me that these are both going to be polar covalent molecules. So when I think about polar covalent molecules and what kind of IMF forces are possible for polar covalent molecules, I know we can have hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is if we have H in one molecule and we have O, N, or F in a different molecule. We could also have dipole-dipole. And we could also have our London dispersion forces, our LDFs. So looking here at the molecule, I see a hydrogen. So this hydrogen here would be slightly positive. And I want to see if I can find an O, N, or F that could bond with either one of my positive hydrogens from either molecule. Well, I see that this oxygen over here should be slightly negative, and then this phosphorus should be slightly negative. Well, I see the oxygen here and the hydrogen here. There should be a hydrogen bond between those two. So for the IMF forces, I can put H bond. And I showed that between the oxygen in water, H2O, and then the hydrogen in pH3. So I checked for H bond, that one is good. Now I'm going to check for dipole-dipole. Again, because I have two polar covalent molecules, I should get dipole-dipole. Well, I see hydrogen here, phosphorus here, two different charges. So this is going to be my dipole-dipole. Dipole-dipole. So that's going to be my second type. And then all molecules will have London dispersion. So I'm just going to add that into my list as well. So those are the types of questions that you should expect. I give you two different molecules, or I give you two molecules, like in general, and you just got to figure out what types of forces are present. So we can kind of create like a little summary page. We have our intra. Let's spell it better. Our intra forces. And our intra forces are going to be, let's put them in order, of strongest to weakest. Metallic bonds are going to be strongest. And then we have ionic. And then we have, within covalent, we have polar. And then we have non-polar. A quick aside to figure out what's what. Metallic bonds will be between two metals. Ionic will be between a metal and a non-metal. And then covalent will be between two nonmetals. Non-polar is if you have symmetry. And then polar will be if you don't have symmetry, or so no sim, or if you have lone pairs. So remember down here, we had lone pairs, those free dots on oxygen in H2O. So that is going to be what I mean by lone pairs. And then these intramolecular forces, they're ranked in order of strongest to weakest. So metallic is strongest, nonpolar is weakest. Within these categories, we have our IMF forces. So in nonpolar covalent molecules, you only have London dispersion forces. For polar covalent, you can have hydrogen bond, dipole-dipole, and you can have LDF forces. This situation only comes up if you have hydrogen in one atom and you have oxygen, nitrogen, or fluorine in a different atom. Your other option is if you just have two polar covalent molecules, you don't have any of these super high electronegativity atoms. In that situation, you would only have your dipole-dipole and your LDF. Those will only be the two only molecules, or two only forces present. Ionic bonds are going to have, they don't have any IMF forces alone, but if they get close enough to a polar covalent molecule, you can get ion dipole force. It's just between the ionic bonds in the ionic compound and then the dipole-dipole forces in the polar covalent molecules. This is what's responsible for like dissolving and solubility. And then in metallic, you don't have any IMF forces.